Okay, here's another one. Zuria Slide Stone Bruin. This is a portal necklace for level 105. If you notice the Crescent Reach stone over here in Plane of Knowledge, we're going to go over to this building and start it up. Now, this is a task that can be done by anyone as long as they're able to do it. And it all starts in this room right here. And you talk to High Magister Zuria, and you just tell her help. So now that we're done with this, we'll click ready and we'll move on to the first spot. Now, as long as you stay next to her, you'll be fine. So this is a really easy mission. And I noticed on a shaman I did it with, mid 80s, as long as I hit the mobs that were needing to be hit with a cripple, I got credit for them. So we're just following them around. Her and Tsaph, they'll do a little witty banter back and forth. And I'm just adding a few people into the guild that want to go with it, and this can be tasked from anywhere. As long as one person completes it, it can be done for everybody. They all get the rewards. And that all goes in accordance with the level XP reward thing. So if they can get XP with you, they can get the reward for this. And all they have to do is sit and not be in another mission group. So every time she casts her spell, you want to be next to her. Now, if people get really into doing this over and over, you may run into another person's ahead of you. Now, if that happens, usually it'll say something's wrong, I'm trying to push through. You basically got to wait for them to finish that step before you can go on to their step. So here we'll have to fight some Tizmak. We'll need to have 5 of them. And like I said earlier, as long as you can do something like cripple, you should get credit for them as she kills them. So here we got all this. Charger, Guardian, Spirit Caller. I don't really need the mercenary out, but for the next fight, we're going to have the mercenary out. Not these guys. These guys are only 103. And once you get 5, Once you get credit of 5, she will blow the rest up, and you guys will move on to the next step. This is a pretty easy mission. I mean, it's cut and dry, straightforward. You hardly have to do much. You just stand in the background. Kind of how easy it is. So, Tell City today. And task stage completed. She blows them up. Step ends, move forward. So I know where this one's going to start. They're going to walk up to here. They're going to do a little witty banter. First year this came out, you had to wait many times because everybody was doing it. And basically, when I'm porting here, I would be waiting because High Magister would have trouble and she was already in the next zone, so I had to wait for the prior people to finish their step before I could go and do my step in the same spot. So here I am going to pop my mercenary. All because I know this is going to be a little bit of a bigger fight. Now what I did with my shaman is I stood back here where this little spike is. There's a guy that comes from over here, a big worm from here, and 3 little drakes continually come in as they are killed. So I come back here and every one of them I crippled and she would kill them. So they're done talking over here. This guy will spawn right here. And then I'll send my little dude after him, and I'll send my mirror image after this dude. And then I'll attack these guys myself. Now, as long as I kill 5, we're all right. Now, one thing you got to be careful of, if you're attacking these guys from afar, like I said with the shaman back at that spike, you have to worry about they can AoE bite you from afar. So we got our 5 in, and now she knocks the rest out. So they'll come back up here, and they'll talk back and forth. Now some of these are really interesting to read, especially the last step. So I don't need the mercenary anymore. I'm going to put them away. And here we go. Tulos Forest, then one of the deserts, and then Stonebrum Mountains. orcs over here. They'll do a little chit chat over here, and there's a lot of undead in the area. He says there's too much war going on, and she tries to defend the dark elves against the halflings, and halfling and dark elf corpses. It hasn't gotten any better. Treacherous runts leave no choice. Emperor, my people need to survive and live. And then he says we can thrive together. It's a core principle of the Combine. So here we go again. North row it is. So basically, Tsaph has woken up from a long slumber or whatever it is, and we're escorting him around the old wizard spires and everything. I don't want your water. You're a madman. Who knows what's in that water? Stone-Brown Mountains. Now the necklace charm you get, as long as it's not ogged, you can change it back and forth to visit any of these zones. It'll take you right through all the spots. Handy if you need a portal item, if you're just a melee. Now this is the fun one. They talk about the Karen here. The old cat people. The ones from between Toxilla, off Toxilla Forest. Erudites took over this land long ago, and they're afraid they sent most of the Karen to the moon. Here it comes, here it comes. The moon? Why would they do that? Basically, it's kind of a little Easter egg. The old I Love Lucy, one of these days, Alice, pow, right to the moon. And she tries to say the erudites are better and smarter, and he says, no, they are far smarter, and we need them. So then she takes us right back to Plane of Knowledge, right back where we started. And once that happens, mission's done. Everybody gets their rewards. So one thing here, if you're waiting for somebody to add them into the task, you can back away from her and then port yourself back to Plane of Knowledge. That is if you have the Drunkard Stein. The Drunkard Stein is another anniversary quest. Really handy for all non-casters, and even all casters, it's a good item to have. I highly recommend looking that one up. So thanks for coming, checking this out. I hope this helps you at least a little bit. I'll try to do some more. Have a wonderful day.